Hello class, good afternoon. So the reproduction in some animals, first is turtles. So male sea turtles have enlarged claws on their front flippers that help them grasp the shells of the females during mating. Again, turtles is the reproduction for turtles is sexual. There is a mating. Turtles lay their eggs on a sandy beach. It digs on a hole in which the sand where it lay its eggs. It uses its hind legs to cover the eggs with sand and the eggs hatches after 2 months. The baby turtles rush towards the sea where they will grow. So right after hatching, the baby turtles will go in the sea. So here is a pictures of baby turtles rushing toward the sea after hatching. So next is alligators. A month after mating, the female alligators lays up to 50 eggs with leathery shell in a large nest made of mud, leaves, twigs near rivers, ponds, and swamps. So the temperature of the nest will determine the sex of the hatchlings or will determine the sex of the alligators. When the eggs are incubated over 30 degrees centigrade, the embryo develops into a male. When the temperature is below 30 degrees centigrade, the embryo develops into a female. So this one is a picture of hatching alligators. Good afternoon, class. So let's proceed in spiders, which is a small group of arachnids. There are three pairs of spinnerets at the end of their abdomen. Spinnerets are used to spin silk produced by silk glands within their abdomen. As the fluid protein is squeezed out of their spinnerets, it hardens into a thread and they use these threads in many purposes such as constructing their webs, use of transportation, and they also use this to line nests and to make cocoons for their fertilized eggs. Male and female spiders do not mate. In spiders and some other arachnids, the pedipalps of the male are modified for sperm transfer. As the male lay their eggs, they are fertilized by the stored sperm and wrapped in a cocoon. So, in other types of arachnids, sperm are not transferred into the body of the female by male. Instead, the sperm are enclosed in a case and deposited on the ground. The case is taken up by the female into a special body opening called gonophore. So, in the female or in the reproduction of spider, since the male and the female spider do not mate, the male deposits some sperm on the small web and it picks up on the end of its pedipalps to place the sperm in the seminal receptacle of the female, and the female stores the sperm in the receptacles in the near the ovaries, and as the female lay their eggs, they are fertilized by the stored sperm and wrapped in a cocoon. So the first that's how the reproduction of spiders. So good afternoon, class. Let's proceed to grasshoppers, When the male transfers sperm on the body of the female, the sperm are stored in the seminal receptacle of the female. When the eggs leaves the ovary of the female, they enter the oviducts where the fertilization occurs. So then they pass out of the body of the female. Of the end of the abdomen of the female is a hard four-pointed organ called ovipositor. It is used to dig holes in the ground in which the eggs are deposited. So the that's how grasshoppers reproduce. Next is butterflies and mosquitoes. So in some insects such as butterflies and mosquitoes, eggs hatch directly or do not directly hatch into immature adults because they will undergo distinct changes, and as they develop from an egg to adult, this series of changes called metamorphosis. So the egg of the butterfly will not hatch and it will be directly into a butterfly. But these eggs, okay, newly hatched egg will be undergo distinct changes before it will become a total butterfly. So butterflies, male and female butterflies releases pheromones or sex stimulants into the environment, and when a male butterfly finds a female butterfly that release pheromones, it will vigorously flap its wings extremely fast and release tiny scales right above the female butterfly. And during mating, the male butterfly deposits sperm into the female through a small pouch in her abdomen. This fertilizes the female butterfly's eggs. Once the eggs are fertilized, it lays eggs on different plants, not just one plant, but different plants. A butterfly can lay more than 100 eggs in her lifetime, but only about 2% will survive as the result of the environmental conditions and due to other animals. So that's for butterfly, and actually um it lays her eggs on different plants in order to because these plants will provide foods for the eggs when they finally become caterpillars. So this is the changes happens in a butterfly. So from eggs to caterpillar to pupa and to butterfly or adult. Next is mosquitoes. Mosquitoes usually mate within a few days after emerging from the pupal stage. So after pupal, they will mate. In most species, the males forms large swarms, usually in the evening, and the females fly into the male swarm to mate. Female mosquitoes have to get sufficient blood meal before it can develop eggs. If they do not get this blood, they will die without laying these eggs. And the whole life cycle of mosquitoes is about 1 week, and females may live for a month. Mosquitoes is considered the deadliest animal on earth. It may carry any number or many number of deadly diseases such as dengue, fever, yellow fever, malaria, and encephalitis. So I will just add males feed on nectars of flowers while female must obtain full blood meal. Next is viviparous and oviparous animals. So, viviparous animals of live bearers are the animals that give birth to live or to live offsprings, while oviparous are egg-laying animals which lay eggs. So that is the difference of oviparous and viviparous. Example of viviparous animals is cow, dog, cat, while oviparous, mosquitoes, butterfly, chicken, duck, those are oviparous. So read the examples on page 127 for oviparous and viviparous animals, and also read the number of offsprings of animals.